major companies including Comcast, Bravo, and Fox 29, as well as individuals and businesses of all types and sizes. To see samples of their work or to find out more, visit their website at AMP2TV. That's AMP, the number 2.TV, or call them at 866-224-5422. Feel free to call for a quote or just a consult of how to put your business on a social media platform or radio platform, or just doing a show that is covered by all platforms. Call 866-224-5422 and make an appointment. That's 866-224-5422.
Ivy Lee's Luxe Makeup and Beauty Lounge in downtown Boca Raton does fabulous professional makeup application. Make an appointment today and see how glamorous you can look. Call 561-409-4065 to book your appointment. Ivy Lee's Luxe Makeup and Beauty Lounge is located at 233 South Federal Highway on the first floor of the Boca Grand Building in Boca Raton. The number again is 561-409-4065.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
It's the Becky and Boca Show, coming to you live every Thursday night at 6 p.m. from glamorous downtown Boca Raton. I'll show you how to live life in style in one of the country's most elegant cities, nestled right along the beautiful Atlantic beaches between Palm Beach and Miami. So sit back, relax, and let me show you how to indulge yourself Boca style. Hello, welcome to the Becky and Boca Show. Tonight we're going to talk about fitness, a lot of fitness. And that's very important in Boca Raton. Anybody that lives here knows that. Everybody belongs to a gym or works out and diets and all that stuff. So tonight I have two guests, Lindsay Martinez. She is from the show Happy, Healthy, Stronger, and she is a brand ambassador for FitSpace. And I have Anastasia Usina from FitSpace. Did I pronounce your name right?
Yes.
Okay. And we're going to be talking about, you got to get a little closer to the mic. Oh. We're going to be talking about FitSpace, which is right in Boca Raton. I did a video there for you. I was at your grand opening. And Lindsay is your brand ambassador, and anybody in Boca Raton knows Lindsay. She's like the face of fitness.
Thank you.
And tell me about your show now. There's been some new developments in your show. I think you still have to go.
Yes. Well, the show's actually running the circuit for the film festivals. We were very fortunate that we got picked up by actually I submitted it to the International Film Festival of Manhattan. Oh. And we were awarded an honorable mention and officially selected.
Congratulations.
So thank you. We flew out there. It was amazing. It was like a dream come true. It wasn't even real. And then because I had to go by myself, and this was a group effort, this was not just me. You know, you saw. Yeah. This was an entire community. And again, we had a great cast. We had a great crew. I had a couple of amazing people in production.
And for people that haven't seen it, it's a show about taking people that want to get fit and then following them and giving them recommendations. Am I right?
Actually, it's about getting healthy. It wasn't really about getting fit. Okay. The fit was a portion of it. It was taking people that really had some common problems like diabetes. All of them were overweight for sure. And just general either depression or just not feeling like they should feel. Right. Okay. And then we contracted about 26 people. We had sponsors, local businesses rather.
Yeah, I remember that whole thing.
Right, so we had about 26 local sponsors, and they were beyond amazing. They made the show. This town pulled through. They put 3 people through this program with everything.
And how long did it take from beginning to end with the people?
For me?
I know I interviewed you before, so we're probably...
For me or for the kids?
No, for the whole, the 3 people.
It's still going on for me, but for the three people, it was almost 7 weeks.
Okay.
It was 7 weeks, just about. Okay. Then we had the grand finale, we know at Trainer Space, and it was...
Trainer Space, that's great.
Yeah, and it was spectacular. We had a few of them were able to get off their diabetes medication, and they just felt amazing. No one was super skinny, which was the goal. They were just super healthy, and they were confident.
I was talking to someone on my show last week about how South Florida differs from places like L.A. People don't have to be scrawny, skinny here. That's not the look. The look is healthy.
Healthy.
It's not that model, wispy thin that you see in places like Los Angeles.
Yes, which I prefer.
Yeah.
I prefer this. No, this here. Yeah, because you know what? There's something to be said for thin. And I think as we age, I think thin
isn't always flattering.
No.
Right. No, and it's very important that you did talk about the problem of diabetes. That you did talk the problem of diabetes, because only 15 years ago, diabetes was never diagnosed. Diabetes type 2 never diagnosed for kids. Now it's officially allowed to say that a kid can have a diabetes type 2. That's terrible, and it's not really disease. It's like
a lifestyle.
It can be changed by lifestyle.
Oh yes, strength training. Yeah. Strength training take you out of metformin in 7 weeks, 12 weeks, guaranteed.
Oh, that's incredible.
Guaranteed.
Okay, wow. So, did you have anybody in this? The 3 people that were diabetic?
Yes.
Okay.
Emily Aronson was diabetic,
and then she wasn't at the end of 7 weeks.
She was off one of her medications, and her blood sugar completely stabilized.
Still thinking
her blood sugar completely stabilized. I want to say her blood sugar completely stabilized.
Wow!
And that wasn't a crazy diet. That was a program. She lost. I think she lost a total of 22 pounds
in 7 weeks.
7 weeks.
What was she eating?
Well, she had a combination of food. That was a program from My Body Works with Dr. John Siegel, and he put them on a program just to show. And it was very obvious what they were doing. You can watch them, what they were eating and how they were doing this. He also had some other things that they were doing, some vitamins and getting all their cellular nutrition and whatnot. You really have everything in your body to heal yourself.
Wow.
You just have to have the knowledge, and the knowledge isn't enough either. You have to have action in order to make a change. So knowledge plus action equals power. So they were just
a repetitive action. It's not like one-time deal. They
have to make it
be
a
part of lifestyle.
Yes.
It has to be.
Yes.
Which brings us to your gym. Do you call it a gym, or do you call it?
We are actually boutique fitness studio.
Boutique fitness. Okay.
And this was a choice because in Europe, and we are one of biggest European operators with 36 clubs. Our smallest would be like 20,000 square feet, and the biggest 200,000 square feet. We have 100,000 members, 3,000 trainers, so we're a huge company.
What parts of Europe are you in?
We are most of our clubs are in Russia. We have 2 in Bulgaria, 2 in Moldova.
And they're that huge? 100,000 people?
One in Armenia. Yeah, they're huge.
Wow.
In Armenia, for example, we have 27 tennis courts, and we did host twice Fed Cup for tennis. So, we have big operations in Europe. But we did decide by choice come to United States with this boutique concept.
How did you pick Boca Raton? Just out of curiosity.
It was our 3rd location. First one was in Aventura, close to where I live, because it's easier. Then in Pembroke Pines, and I always wanted to come to Boca Raton.
Yeah,
it took
and you're
me
right
a while.
downtown too. You're right downtown East Boca, my favorite area.
Oh yeah,
it's a wonderful place. We love the plaza. We love people. It's really like a boutique.
Just so
environment.
people know, it's on the back side of Royal Palm Plaza, correct?
Yes,
and that's Southeast Meisner Boulevard.
Southeast Meisner Boulevard, 405. 405. We're close to this famous restaurant that everyone knows, Farmer's Table. Right?
Farmer's Table. Yep.
Right beside it, just about.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we decided to open those fitness studios exactly for the people that. Now, of course, it's for everyone, but mostly I did decide to open it for people like me, that I was a professional cyclist. I was very fit all my life, etc. But then I don't feel comfortable any longer in a gym environment with the younger crowds.
Yeah,
with everyone.
Standing around waiting for equipment, that's what kills me. When I
have no time for it. I really have like my 50 minutes, 1 hour time for workout. I would like to come to get the workout I want and to leave. And I know
to get an effective workout in that time.
That's the next that's the next conversation piece.
Right.
The whole point of the gym actually is you're going to get the most effective 50 minutes that you'll ever have, because every single body part is being used. It's a functional
I know, I watched
training.
it. I haven't tried it yet, but I was there filming that night. And if you want to see, you can go on my Facebook page, Becky and Boca Show, and scroll back a little bit. You'll find the video, and it's really interesting.
From October. You know, you have a 50-minute workout, strength training. That is the most important for everyone who is 35 years plus, because after 35 years, we stop gaining muscles naturally, and our metabolism is slowing down, and we're losing like 2 pounds of muscles every year if we do not work out.
Oh, wow.
And muscles, it's what help us to prevent diabetes. And of course, it keeps our bones and joints intact, safe. So that's why everyone needs strength training. But to do strength training on machines, I'm sorry, I have gyms, I have trainers. It's not disrespectful, but it's boring.
I know.
You have
and that's
to
the
know
key
how
to
to
exercise.
do it.
That's always been throughout my life. I've exercised. I've tried many, many different gyms. I lose interest after
Yes,
a certain
and
period
most
of time.
people, you need a trainer to keep you motivated.
Right.
And personal trainer, it's a very intimate thing. So I don't know if you can say this in English, but it's very personal. You have to work out 3 times a week, and you have to be with your personal trainer 3 times a week. 1 hour of one-to-one has become your best friend, or it does not.
Right.
Or you get tired of the person, or something is going wrong, or everything can change. So that's why people are leaving gyms. And actually, attrition, it's the biggest problem of big chains. I was smiling when you told that in Boca Raton everyone exercise. You know what is the average percentage of Americans exercising?
No, I don't. What is it?
Any ideas?
It's not that high at all.
What is it?
I'm the board member of International Health Racquet and Sport Club Association.
Okay.
That is promoting health and fitness in the entire world. 9,000 clubs are members. And we do a lot of research. And last global research, I think it was 18.6 or 19.6. Yes, and in Florida.
So less than 20% of the population.
Less than 20% of population.
Okay.
Less. So and those are people that have memberships, so they can still be on.
They just don't go.
They don't.
That's why those big gyms sign people up.
Right.
So
But
do you know what the
it's
percentage
still-
is in Florida?
I think it's about 9%. So it's not the highest.
Okay.
It's coming to so high because of New York, Los Angeles, where it's up to 40% of population working out, and in some states it's like 3,
Nothing.
2, nothing.
And we're also
And
definitely
in
congregated.
Russia, do you know in Russia, less than 1%.
That's
Really?
Less than 1%.
Why would that be?
No infrastructure, no fitness club. We were later and population is poor. It's also the question that people are poor.
I know my son is in medical school in Tennessee, in a small town about an hour outside of Knoxville, and says he goes running, and people are like, "What are you doing?" You know,
What is that foreign movement?
he says people really do not. It's not part of the culture to go to a gym or work
Middle
out, go
America.
running. Yeah, and I even find that I'm from Chicago, but I find that hard to believe because it's so prevalent here. Everybody.
I think that anywhere around the water.
It's just impression. This is just impression. I live in a condo at the beach at Sunny Isles, and when I go to my gym that is in a building, it's 41 floor or even more, and 8 apartment per floor. I see like 10 people, 15 people that work out that regularly.
That are always there.
They're not going. It's free. It's not free, but
Yeah.
it's included
Part of
already.
your-
They
yeah.
paid it. They don't do it.
They don't use it.
They prefer to go to massage or to do the plastic
Right.
surgery. But this is you can't.
You got to do it all.
You have
It's a combination of
exactly,
things.
but you have to do it all. But how you look, it's not the only issue. It's how healthy you
Yeah,
are.
right, right.
The question is how healthy you are. You can be
And how you
healthy
feel.
and not look well. That,
Right.
Of
Yeah.
course, you need, and slimmer you are, more you think about nutrition, more you have, you need facial, more you need massages, more you need proper
Of course.
nutrition, like
Hair,
Definitely.
makeup, the
It's
whole
not-
package.
Well, you know what's interesting is we're doing things backwards for the most part, and I think a lot of Floridians people that I know are kind of getting the hint that we don't need to do it backwards. And I think
What do you
we
mean
well.
backwards?
I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
Well, people are really concentrating on the outside, and when you concentrate on the inside, the outside gets gorgeous,
Right.
Along with
Absolutely.
your head, and the way you look at yourself is everything. We didn't have mirrors, perhaps we have a nicer life for some
Yeah,
people,
I
right?
never thought about that.
But when you take care of the inside, it's like a plant. When you take care of the soil versus the leaves,
Right.
you know, you're fed. You're going to get the fruits that are outstanding. You're going to get more apples, more whatever the fruits are. And the same thing holds true to your body. If you really take care of the inside, the outside, you'll have the fruits of your labor. You really will. You'll have more energy. You'll have more life. You'll feel better about who you are, and then everything happens. Just it affects you across every area of your life. It's really important
Well,
to
I know
get inside.
it's been a long time since I have taken a break from exercise. But even if I go maybe 5 or 6 days at times, if I'm traveling or something, I start to feel sluggish. I don't feel right.
But our body, we are born to move, right?
Right.
You bring the newborn from, he just born, and you do massage, and they're trying to move, and the doctor says you make those gymnastics. And if someone is like old people before they pass away, you still have to move them around.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We are born to move, and we forget about it. We
Even
really
your bone
forget
density,
about
your
it.
bone density is dependent on
Bone
it.
density is one thing. Diabetes
Circulation,
and
everything.
muscles, it's another.
Everything.
Muscles,
Everything.
Hormone
I know when
system,
my father was
sets, one
very
more.
ill toward the end, he was like late 70s or 80 something. The doctor kept telling me it's important that you get him up and make him walk. And I'm like, he's in a wheelchair. I mean, he said he's got to walk every day. You got to walk every day if you can till you die. You know, even just because he had a heart condition. And, he would retain water and all that. So you're absolutely right. It's a part of...
The problem arises, too,
And
with
everyone understands it. And that's why the health promotion and marketing fitness field is so difficult, because we will not say anything new to people. They know it already. When I try to talk to people, say like, is healthy lifestyle and workout good for the human being? Yes. And for you, I have no time, and that's why I do not exercise. Not true. That's not possible. And working so many years with customers, selling memberships and promoting it, I know they did not even start to talk. I know what they say. Will say, it's too expensive, it's too far, it's not the right schedule.
I don't have enough time.
I did try, there is no time, I have to talk to someone. I know all this. But it does really matter.
It's
what
not
your
important to them.
husband or your mom or whatever thinks about you going to work. It's you. It's your health.
You have to put the investment in yourself. That's the bottom line. Everyone's trying to enjoy their life and to get the most out of their life. And if you leave that element out, you're leaving an important element that allows you to enjoy that at a different level, a different level, and for longer in your life.
What is since I have two experts here, what is the correct amount of workouts per week? Because I've heard all different suggestions.
There is a minimum workout that is there is a document that is called Healthy Guidelines for American Heart Association for Adult Americans. So that's very clear that it's written there. So every adult is perceived from 18 to 65. That's 65. I'm very proud of Americans because the life expectancy of a man in Russia is 56.
Oh my goodness.
65 for a woman.
I did not know
it's
that.
terrible.
How old for a woman?
65.
That's awful.
And 56 for a man. Yeah. But in the United States, from 18 to 65. So you have to. It's not that you would look better or you would reach some goals, or if you did gain weight, you will lose it. It's just what you have to do to stay healthy. It's 3 times a week, 30 minutes strength training.
Okay.
Strength training, it's called resistance training.
So you're using weight.
Your muscles resist to something.
Right.
Resist to something. It can resist to the weight. It can be passive resistance. So they have to work out. Your muscles have to work out. They have to be all muscles. And it's either 60 minutes a week, splitted
cardio.
Splitted by 20 minutes.
Intervals.
Intervals of moderate cardio, intense cardio workout, or 80 minutes of moderate cardio workout.
Okay.
And the level of cardio workout, it's your
So you're saying
heart rate.
If you worked out 3 times a week, you do a half
3
hour
times a week.
resistance
3 times a
and
week.
20 minutes
Yes,
cardio?
Exactly.
Okay.
30 minutes cardio, 20 minutes cardio, 50 minutes.
Okay.
And this is 3 times a week. 3 times a week. So 12 times a month.
And people can't find time.
And you have 720 hours a month, and 12 hours. It's 1.8% or 1.6%.
This woman is knowledgeable.
Tell me that you don't have 1.6% of your time.
You know what? I completely agree with you, and I fight with that all the time too. But I do want to say there is I always look at it like a hill. There's a point where someone it's a threshold they have to get past, because initially you say, you're going to have energy, you're going to have vitality, you're going to feel amazing. They feel the opposite of everything.
When they start working out?
When they start working out, they get more tired. They have to cut out certain things. There's a sacrifice to starting anything.
To start. You just have to keep it in 1 month.
If they keep it up for a month,
for
even a little less sometimes, all of a sudden that sacrifice gets turned into something so incredible. They have more energy. They feel more alive than they ever have before in their life.
Yeah, and they sleep better. They are not depressed.
All those things that they're saying they can't do it for, all of a sudden become the opposite. But you have to get past that threshold, and that's why you see people are addicted to exercise. Oh my gosh, they do exercise every day.
Because they start to feel bad about it. That's what I was telling you.
That's what happens. You actually get that, but it takes a little bit of dedication in the very beginning to actually get that. Once they got it, it's addictive and it's obsessive.
That's why I like our type of workout, because it's very natural and someone is guiding you. You don't have to think.
Yeah, let's explain to our listeners and viewers exactly what your workout is.
Our workouts, Lindsay, your English will be less.
It's kind of like Pilates.
Go ahead. This. Years ago, I have to, because people know me as a workout person here, and I'm telling you why I've actually chosen to do this and how incredibly insane this workout is. Okay, years ago I was asked to do a commercial. I was casted for a commercial with Christy Brinkley and Chuck Norris to do the Total Gym commercial.
Total Gym.
Okay, so I did that. I did it on the beach with Christy Brinkley, and I worked out. And I was like, okay, this is a little weird. I've never experienced anything. It's like you're going against gravity, and they're adjusting the height of a tower.
It's a piece of equipment.
Okay.
And you work with your own
own body weight, so it's functional. Now, to backtrack for 1 second, I'm a gymnast. I was a gymnast. Now I'd probably vomit. But I was a gymnast for 23 years.
I can see that.
Right?
Okay.
And I was shredded. I mean, shredded. And it was because I was lifting my own body weight all the time.
Okay.
I have never found anything ever that could replicate that in the time period that I have 2 hours in the gym or an hour in the gym. I come up sore everywhere. If I go to a gym, I'm waiting on a piece of equipment, whatever it is. So I did this. It was very funny how we met too. I did this commercial. The next day I woke up with my obliques, deep obliques hurting. I'm like, oh my gosh, I've never had this except in gymnastics. And then I had posted the commercial this year, in 2018.
Oh,
and
I want to see it.
I had Anastasia, somebody from Anastasia's clinic call me and say, or boutique fitness center call me and say, do you know that that's here? I'm like, no way.
So it's the same piece of equipment that was...
This is a home version. You did the commercial was for the home version.
They could buy that,
yeah. But
this is on
professional, professional level.
Looking.
So you're on the same piece of equipment with the trainer is guiding you.
You're laying on your back or stomach or knees.
You can do everything on the same machine.
And you're pushing up.
Yeah, so what happens is you're using your own body weight and it's functional. So in order to do each movement that the trainer guides you to do in the gym, you have to always engage your abs or always engage your glutes, always engage something. So you're getting this crazy effective workout that may take 2 hours in a gym that you're getting in 50 minutes.
And you cannot work out for 2 hours on strength training because you don't have enough not minerals, like
energy.
Energy, yeah. You just exhaust your body.
After 50 minutes, and I work out a lot, I run marathons, I am dead. It's incredible.
If I do a hard workout at about a little less than an hour, it's like I'm done.
But do you know, Becky, how you just said, you hit that on the spot. You said that you have to wait for a piece of equipment. Here, you're in a piece of equipment. The second you do this, the second you change something, it's equivalent 100% to being on a different machine, and you change it within a millisecond. Mm-hmm. It's so spectacular.
And you have an instructor guiding a class.
Yeah, the small classes.
We call it personal training in a group setting.
Yeah,
because it's really fully guided.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like he's showing and not watching you. He's guiding you and looking at every participant. That's why it's only 10 people at the class.
Yeah. Right.
It's only 10 people at the class, not more.
Oh, and it's a very intimate place.
You have to try it because it's very difficult
and
to
explain.
And
people can come in and try a class, right?
Sorry?
Can people come in and try a class?
Yeah, the trial class is only $9, and
so for
everyone
$9,
is welcome.
You can see if this is going to change your life.
We also have a body series that's running every Tuesday. It just started this Tuesday, where you can actually see how the equipment works to each particular body. It's spectacular. It's a piece of equipment that is just revolutionary as far as I'm concerned.
It's revolutionary if you use it. This is the most important part of it.
Right.
You have to come and to use it. We have a customer here at Boca, and she's so happy. I think she never exercised before or did not exercise for a long time before. She came, she said, like, oh, let me try one class, let me try the second class. She got addicted to it. She was going like 5 times a week.
Wow.
And I wish I would be able to show you her body evaluation on 3D scanner that we do for customers. Also, we make the 3D evaluation.
Oh, you do that too?
Yeah,
they have a 3D
before
scanner.
and after. And she looks so much thinner. She looks
Posture's
more
better?
tall.
Yeah.
Posture is better. And it looks like she did lose 10 pounds or 15 pounds, and she lost only 2 pounds.
Because it's the muscle.
was a
But
body composition change.
6% of fat, and
Right.
sure.
And that's what you want anyway. We don't want, you have to throw your scale away. Unless you've
I
got
think it's the biggest enemy, actually.
I just
scale.
moved and I didn't bring my scale, so I haven't had a
Good
scale
for
for a
you.
while.
Don't
I'm
buy
kinda
one.
liking it.
Don't buy one.
You want a BMI change, and you want 100% a body composition change, which means that you want your muscle to go up and your fat to go down. It
Right.
doesn't necessarily translate
Hasn't
on the
nothing to
scale
do with weight?
to be no, because muscle weighs 3 times more than fat.
Oh.
So
Did you ever see those pictures compare
Yes,
fat and muscles?
you got
like
literally this
and the
much
weight.
and this much.
Okay.
So
on the same?
I always
Yeah.
say grab a pair of pants, grab a piece of clothing, and do that. Or we have a body scanner there that, again, it's a 3D scanner. It goes around, it takes all of your measurements, and then you can
posture
you can
and
reevaluate
everything. It's like healthy evaluation
and
also.
you can see the same thing. So you can get it done before and after as you
So
work
before you
out.
even start, you can get the
Yeah.
scan, and then after a few weeks, you can get the scan again and see
yeah,
results.
Yeah.
4 weeks we recommend
4 weeks,
to
okay.
keep for 4 weeks.
Interesting. Wow.
Yeah, it's very smart.
Okay, we gotta go. We gotta go to break here, and then we're gonna come back and learn more about this.
Awesome.
Okay, be right back.
You've been listening to and watching The Becky and Boca Show. Ivy Lee's Luxe Makeup and Beauty Lounge in downtown Boca Raton does fabulous professional makeup application. Make an appointment today and see how glamorous you can look. Call 561-409-4065 to book your appointment. Ivy Lee's Luxe Makeup and Beauty Lounge is located at 233 South Federal Highway on the first floor of the Boca Grand building in Boca Raton. The number again is 561-409-4065. And now, back to the show.
Hi there. Welcome back to the second half of the Becky and Boca Show. I have Lindsay Martinez and Anastasia Usina, and we're talking about Fit Space. Lindsay is the fitness ambassador for that place, and she's also on the Happy, Healthy, Stronger show, or it's your show. So, yeah, it's Lizzie's show. So, anyway, we're talking about working out and the gym that we have right here in East Boca Raton. Oh, we have our water boy. Here we go.
Thank you.
Thank you, Freddie.
And it's water. It's water.
Water,
Even
water,
if
water.
it's evening.
Yeah, we can drink water.
Does he have anyone?
Okay, so Fit Space is located in East Boca Raton. We already talked about that, and it's on the back side of Royal Palm Plaza on Meisner Park Boulevard. And Lindsay, you said it's very similar to those infomercials that you did for Christy Brinkley, or with Christy Brinkley and Chuck Norris.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, what year was that? I'm trying to remember.
I think it's 2010.
Okay, and but we have, that was a home version of this equipment. What
Right, this
you
is the
have in
professional
Fit Space
series,
is the
yes.
professional solid.
It's on steroids.
And I watched it, and we're talking about how 3 classes a week would probably be enough to get into really good shape, and that they're hour-long classes.
It will change. Yeah, it will be enough to see the changes. If you
Okay.
want to get fitter faster, you can come
More often.
4 or 5 times a week.
Okay.
I do not recommend to come more often than 4 times a week, actually.
Okay.
Because your body needs
To rest. Yeah.
Your body needs to rest.
So can you explain the importance of resting between workouts? Because that's something I've never totally.
Yes,
I'll be the kind of person that'll go 7 days a week, and I'm sure that's not the best thing.
No, it's
to
actually
do.
not the best. You need to give your muscles a chance to rebuild. Every time you get these little micro tears. Every time you're doing lifting, especially, and you need to have a lot of protein. Your muscles are built of like picture building a house, a brick house, right?
Okay.
Each one of those bricks is an amino acid. Amino acid is a long chain of amino acids. Is a protein.
Okay.
So you have to have protein in order to repair. You have to
protein
have that.
being. What's the most common proteins for people that don't?
Well, if you're
your body does not care about what kind of protein.
Any kind of protein.
What kind of protein?
Is it different if you eat a piece of chicken versus what other kind of?
No, there's vegetable proteins. No, there's absolutely
doesn't make any difference. So one's not worse than the other or better than the other?
It
depends on you. Right. It depends if it can be assimilated. It depends on if your palate, if you're a vegetarian, if you're a vegan. It depends on what you are. And how you prefer to eat, but protein is protein. You want to have clean protein. That's really important.
Tell us what that is.
Clean protein means you want antibiotic free, you want hormone free, you want to know I'm cage free, you want animal cruelty.
Yeah.
There's a million things that you want to do.
What about eggs? Are eggs good?
Eggs are great. I have no problem with eggs at all. Do you eat eggs?
Sorry?
Do you eat eggs?
Of course, I eat
everything.
Yeah, I have no problem with eggs at all. But again, there's a lot of vegans here that don't. But you can find your protein from other sources.
What's a vegan protein? Give me an example.
What's a vegan
of that.
protein? Vegetables. There's a lot of pea protein. It's great. It's really strong. Almonds, nuts,
beans.
Okay. So you got to get your protein. Mostly protein in your diet. Is that what you're saying?
No, your diet have to be very balanced. You need proteins. You need oil. You need
your macronutrients, right? You need your proteins, your carbs, and your fats. Fats are really important. Everybody's afraid of fat, and it's really important to have fat. Fat does so many different things in your body, and it's imperative that you have it. So you'll see those ketogenic diets.
The thing that happens with a young girl that do not eat fat at all, they lose their periods, and that's a big problem because hormones are built on
So people should not be afraid of fats.
No, but good fats.
Good fats.
That's another thing.
Okay.
We're getting off topic here, but
people should not be afraid of proteins either, because this is one of like myths and big problems for people that try to lose weight. They cut completely their proteins, but your fat is not burning without carbs. I mean, fat is not burning
people are
without
on like
carbs.
no carb. That's not good either.
No, I don't. I agree with that. I have no problem with low carb. I'm a low carb person. That's what my body does. So that's for me. It's very individual. It
depends on what works for you.
It depends on what works for you. It's really important to know the two things.
You have fat to burn.
That's
why you don't have fat to burn. That's why you can burn carbs.
Okay, but
have to be good carbs also.
Yes.
It's not like sugars.
No, it's complex carbs.
Complex carbs.
Right.
Long release carbs.
Yeah, exactly. And what's really important to know is that anytime you eat a simple carb, for example, and that's anything white, cookies, muffins, breads, white rice, pasta, tons of fruits.
I mean, no simple carbs.
No simple carbs. But what happens is you bring up it's a call for insulin, and everybody needs to know that insulin is a fat-storing hormone. What does that mean? That means that if you're not going to use what you just ate, and you're not running a marathon, right? And that's when you probably would have something simple if you need that instant energy.
Right.
Or tennis players, for example, would have something instant because they need it right there, right now. If you're not going to use that, you're going to store it. And it's really important to know that there's also fat-burning hormones, and one of those is growth hormones, right?
And that's why you need muscles, actually, because
that's your
carbs that are in your body flow, they can be stored either in the liver, store it in the liver or in the muscles. If they cannot be stored in the muscles, then they transfer it to fat.
Yep.
But the second place to store them, it's muscles. So more muscles you have, more
ability for it not to be stored into fat. Very true. And also
that's why strength training is so important for diabetic. I'm diabetic. That's why I know this.
Okay.
So when I do not exercise like a week, I have to be on my medicine again. If I exercise, I'm out of medicine.
Oh my goodness!
I know it's for sure on me.
Okay.
That if I don't exercise, I have to take. My blood sugar is going up. I start exercising, no medicine.
And of course, diet is a key issue in that too. But the two together you can't beat it. It's phenomenal.
Exercise and a good diet. Wow. Okay, so 3 days a week would be a good way to start with your program.
Yeah,
2 or 3?
It's enough.
Okay.
2 minimum, 3 it's moderate, 4 it's ideal.
Intense, okay.
And because it's
sound
such
bad at all.
an intense workout, right? You have to understand going to the gym for 2 hours is probably equivalent to doing a class at FitSpace for 1 hour.
You
Wow.
can have yoga the other day, or to have your
Yes.
meditation, to go for a run or a walk or something.
Okay, so the importance of resting in between, is that like you rest for 24 hours and then you go back?
It depends what you did.
Okay.
Right, if you have a really heavy lifting period, like for example, you only do legs twice a week for people that are lifting, right? You don't do them every day. It depends on what you're working at. You need a good recovery time, and that's again dependent on what you're doing, how heavy you're lifting, and how your body functions.
But you can have it tested. Actually, now there is some testing that tells you what is your personal recovery time. There are some people that are very fast recovery, like I'm extremely fast recovery.
Okay.
And like my husband, for example, he works out every day. He's a professional cyclist, and
Oh, boy.
I think he did this last year. He was a champion for Masters of South Florida. He works out every day, but for him, he needs 24 hours before the next workout.
Right.
And I recover in 3 hours.
Yeah, so good, Sam.
Oh,
we
I
just
see.
did the Miami Marathon on Sunday. I trained a client for it for months.
Wow.
We ran, and at 23 miles, she goes, I kind of feel this in my legs. Right? I'm like, well, I kind of felt that like at 20, but I'm not going to say anything. Okay? No, I'm the trainer. And then I called her up on Monday, and I said, how you feeling? She goes, I feel amazing. I did not feel so amazing. And I run every day of my life. I got out of bed, and I'm like, okay, I feel this. I really feel this. I felt great, but I felt it.
Yeah.
She's like,
But
I feel fine.
It's also
Because
depends.
she's used to it.
No, I'm used to it.
She's
You're
used to it.
This is my client.
Oh.
So I'm making this public that she was not sore, and I was like, I need a little assistance down the stairs. Okay, and that's the second time it happened to me with this person. And for me, like I work out every day. It's my job. Every morning I work out, and sometimes I run up to 40 miles a week.
Oh my
And
goodness.
I could not believe that shit. And that's the second time she was sore. So it's really individual. And like I said, it's a great way to be tested. But you'll know by how you feel. And if you feed yourself properly and you replenish properly, the recovery time is so much faster.
Wow.
So
Should you eat right after a workout? You shouldn't eat before, right?
You should
Yeah, you
eat
need to
before
replenish
workout, and
and
you should
after.
eat after workout. You have to eat every 3-4 hours.
Okay.
So this is small portions, healthy food, but in a small with a
that's
small
definitely one way to
period.
do it, right? And right after you work out, it's very important, especially if you're like you're a tennis player or if you're doing really hard workouts, to replenish your glycogen levels. You can only hold so much. Everybody kind of holds the same.
How do you
wanna
do that?
replenish that? By a complex carb. That
Such
usually-
as?
Such as an apple, for example.
Green apple.
Yeah, green apple.
Green
right?
apple.
Not to drive your sugar. And you can have that with, say, a piece of cheese, and you mix the two together. You've got a fat, you've got a carb.
And also,
trying
you need proteins right
Yeah.
after the exercise.
Yeah.
So that's why I recommend to all my customers to take amino acids right after the exercise.
Yeah.
To take what?
Amino
Amino
acids.
acids.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's, again, amino acids. You've got a protein is a piece of protein or a protein molecule.
Okay, so what do you eat for an amino acid?
Okay, but no, a protein is a long chain of amino acids.
Okay.
Your body has
so
to
you're talking
break
about protein
it
right
down
after you
when
work
you
out.
swallow it, right? You have
Okay.
to picture a pearl necklace, right? When you swallow proteins, you have a strand of pearls. Each pearl is an amino acid. Your
Okay.
body has to break the bonds between each and every one of them. And the problem is that not everybody has a stomach acid to break down each and every one. So it
And
can
also it's very difficult to find the right protein that
Yes,
can be broken
assimilated.
very, very fast. For example,
Yes.
the chicken breast, it's a very good protein, but it takes 4 hours to break
Yes.
it. And your muscle for recovery needs
time period
like
faster.
40 minutes amino
okay.
acid.
Oh,
That's
I'm
why
learning
there is there is a product called BCAA. This is
They're branched chain amino acids.
Okay.
and this is everyone who exercises have to take them. That's no
Because
question.
what they are is, that long chain of pearl necklace, those are liberated. Instead of having the chain when you swallow the protein, your body having to break down the chemical bonds that keep them together, the branched chain amino acids they're all liberated. Any amino acid, they're liberated.
Okay.
Meaning they're on.
You have them ready to use. Your body can just
they're
use
in the
them.
Wow.
digested state prior to even.
So what do you eat
digesting
for
them.
that?
You'd have
just
to
buy
buy
them.
You buy
It's a
them.
bar like that?
No, usually it's either powder
Oh,
or
it's a drink. Okay.
or
you
caps
can buy
or
them
whatever.
if you're working out and you're trying to gain gains, it's a really good way to do it. You can also eat it, but we're saying if you want some gains fast, that really does be the process naturally.
Interesting. I'm learning quite a bit here. We're going to be in really good shape after this show.
It's really easy. It's really easy. It just sounds very complicated, but once you understand principles and you start doing it, there is no real secrets.
No, and you get
you have to know your body.
Also.
You just have to know your body.
Yeah.
What is good for Lindsay is not good for me.
No.
And also, everyone has their own level of metabolic rate. So you need some amount of calories a day. And this is very particular. For example, my basic metabolic rate is over 3,000.
Right, which is high.
It's extremely high.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's extremely high.
So that's your basal metabolic rate is what you need to survive the day, what you need for your functioning, right?
Okay.
That would be the bare minimum that of caloric intake. And everybody should really know that, because you'll know that where your deficit is to lose weight and where you're at, if the amount of calories you're at, why you're gaining weight, and what's healthy for you. You want to stay in that range.
Okay.
And as I said, there is no secret. You have to lose weight. You have to spend more energy than you consume.
Right.
If you want to be bigger, if you want to build muscles, you have to eat more than
To
you
build
spend.
a muscle, yeah.
So if you
But you have to be the right
processed fat-
food. You have to have
With
the
the
building
right
blocks,
food,
right?
this is a very
so if
important.
we need bricks. If you want to build muscle, you need amino acids. If you want to build a house, brick house, you need the bricks. These are the bricks for your muscles. It has to be a protein. It has to be.
Yeah,
Interesting.
and that's why bodybuilders they use a lot of
Protein
products
powders, yeah.
because it's not possible to get the
To get
proteins to eat so much of good proteins during the day.
Right.
You
Right.
cannot have 25
Grams,
egg whites a day. That they
Right.
do, but
It also
it's still
throws
not
your
enough.
body, when you do a lot of protein, into that anabolic state, which means you're burning the fat instead of the muscle. So it's or fat instead of the carbs. It's a good state to be in for a little bit. But if you want to build muscle, you have to have an exorbitant amount of bodybuilders, that is, of protein, and you can't eat that much for
You
sure.
get that much by eating.
No,
it.
your liver will suffer. Your entire body will suffer.
Yeah.
And how do you call
Kidneys.
kidneys? It's what starts.
But we're not worried about that, because we're not making
Not
big,
bodybuilders,
huge
yeah.
bodybuilders for.
We're just trying to feel good and
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 get
get
the
in
most
shape.
effective workout and in a setting that
It
allows
is.
you.
And I was in there, and it looked like fun. And you have the instructor, and it's
easy.
up, and it's
Yeah, there's good
easy.
music,
There's music.
it's happy, it's fun, it's exciting.
And
You're
you
constantly
change it up
thinking. It's
constantly.
always changing.
Yeah.
And it's very safe. This machine is in 5,000
I was gonna ask you about that.
rehabilitation centers
Safe
around
on the
country.
joints, right?
Oh, this
It's
is
safe for everything.
It's in rehab centers. It puts you in the right position. You can't not be in the right position. So, and as you get a little more stable and you get your core muscles, we can take it up a level where you're on your knees rather than on your tush. And then you have to engage other things. You're a little less stable, but which is good as you get stronger, because then you have to engage different muscles to keep you upright or to keep you on your side. So it's really, you can be a very beginner. You can be older. You can be a beginner.
any level you can start this.
Yes, because the machine's on an incline.
So you can work out with very fit person. He will be at this level, and my grandma will be at this
so
level.
you can
but we
adjust
do the
it for
same
every
exercise.
person.
Yeah, you're working against gravity. It's
Okay.
body weight against gravity. So, for example, my son did this series with us for the body series.
How old is he?
And he's 22
Okay.
this month. No,
Okay.
next month. So he was at, say, like a 9 or a 10, and it goes, what does it go to, 22? What does it go to?
More than 20 to 27, I think.
It goes to
Or-
27,
wow.
and my son, who is shredded, he's a wrestler, he was at, I think, 11, and he was
Oh,
dying
wow.
on the 10th rep.
Wow.
It is the craziest workout. I cannot tell you how effective this is. Otherwise, it wouldn't be the brand ambassador. I can do anything I don't believe in.
Yeah.
This is crazy. It is phenomenal. It's that
So a
good.
beginner can have it way down.
Yep. And as they get stronger,
You'll increase it.
it's like increasing the weights, but you're using your own body weight. When you use your own body weight, you see how beautiful these gymnasts have their bodies are.
Yeah,
male
yeah.
and female. It's because they use their own
body weight.
It is
You don't need any
it
free
is like
weights,
a
you don't need
loophole.
machines.
Nothing. It's a loophole in the system to get to get your body really good, really fast.
This is completely functional exercise. When I
It
try to talk to my customers, I tell them that it's not that I'm against the regular gym. It's important. You need strong muscles, but in reality, in a gym, you work out isolated muscles that you never do in a real life. Even if you go to shopping and you just lift your backs, you still use many muscles. So we work out on a movement. We don't work out muscle, we work out movement. I do the movement with my biceps, but I still involve my core because I'm high kneeling. So my back is involved, my core is involved, my biceps is working. So I'm doing movement that I can do in my regular life. That's why I change so much the lifestyle of people, because it retrain you moving normal.
Right.
We're so limited in our movements in day-to-day life, especially in this country when everyone is driving the car.
Sitting in a car.
Yeah, or doing
sitting in a computer.
Yeah, but what's really interesting about what Anastasia is saying, and which is why I love it, is most people do go to the gym and they work aesthetically. You know, they want to have bigger biceps, or they want their triceps to show. So they isolate the muscle. By isolating the muscle, you're really doing yourself a disservice. You'd rather do a functional training where, okay, picking up my whole body is definitely gonna and I'm put in a position where you use every muscle to do it at the same time.
They cannot use their muscles. They're looking great.
No, they can't even straighten it out.
But they cannot use their muscles. Yeah, no. Their muscles are not long.
No.
We build long, lean muscles. And bodybuilding have to do nice looking bulky muscles. So it's just two different goals.
But this increases longevity. This makes you feel better. This increases
your metabolism. Makes you feel better. If I get sleepy sometimes, instead of laying down and taking a nap, I'll go for a run or something.
That's fabulous.
And people that don't exercise don't understand that. But exercise gives you, there's a high afterwards.
Oh, absolutely. And more importantly,
but there is a very good level of hype after. It's just what you need. It's not too much.
Right.
I cannot exercise, will not sleep. You will sleep. Believe me, you will sleep.
You'll sleep better.
People that complain about they can't sleep. I don't want to be rude sometimes. So I'm like, well, get out there and exercise during the day. You will sleep at night.
But it's counterintuitive. People say, because they say, I'm too tired to exercise. And it's so counterintuitive. It's almost an oxymoron. If you exercise, you won't be so tired.
Right.
But it doesn't, it's again, completely counterintuitive.
Right.
Because you're expending energy, but you're expending energy to gain more later.
Right.
It's an odd thought. But
I have a shirt that says coffee and cardio. I know you. Good.
That's funny, actually.
I get myself out there and run or something when you don't feel like it. But no, you're right. You don't feel like exercising. And I never feel that great the first 5 or 10 minutes of a run or a class or something like that. So I think it takes a little bit and then all of a sudden it kicks in.
Oh yeah, that's true to me as well. You know, the first 3 miles of a very long run. Yeah. I'm like, oh my God, how am I going to do it? And then by mile whatever it is, I'm free going. I'm automatic pilot.
What did I think about it? It's fine, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, but
that's why the hardest part of working out is getting to the gym, because like psychologically people don't want to go, but once they're there
you have to understand why you're doing it. Like I hate doing my manicure. It takes me 30 minutes of my life or something, sit there. But I know if I'm going somewhere and people will look at my nails, I have to do it. But people are looking at you every day. Why don't you find 3 hours a week to exercise, right?
Right.
And you have to build your schedule around exercise, not other way around.
I agree.
You have to, and why I don't want to discount my classes, why I want to pay the fair price, the customer pays the fair price, because then they see the value and they want to get most of exercise. They will not leave in the middle. They will not skip their next exercise. And I think it's very important. You have to pay for what you're getting.
I agree totally. There's value.
If you don't, you have to try to get results for your investment.
No, absolutely. People hold more value to something they pay for.
Absolutely.
But it's very reasonably priced anyway. Very reasonably priced.
I had a discussion with one of customer. She says to me, "Are you crazy? You are charging $189 a month for fitness workout?" I say, "Yes." You really think that it's worth it? I said, "Can I ask you another question? What car are you driving?" I work so hard for my money. I'm driving a Lexus RX. how much do you pay for it? I said, like, I pay something about $450 a month. I said, oh, it's pretty expensive. And she said, yeah, but you know how much time I spend in my car?
How much time you spend in your body?
I spent 2 hours a day in my car. Yeah, and how much time do you spend in your body? Oh, that's great. That's great. Like, how long do you keep this car for? So like 3 more years. And like, how much time do you spend in your body?
How long do you keep in your body?
Like 24 hours. And how many years more do you want to have it? No. And she said, like, okay, I got it. Here is a card.
Totally agree with you because
you're brilliant.
Yeah, your body is your vehicle. It's got to get you around.
And you don't have another one.
No, you don't.
You can change your car. You can drive any car. You can walk. You don't need a car, actually. Right. You can Uber. You can walk. You can cycle. That is probably better for your health. But your body will never have a new one. You cannot replace your engine, right?
Once it's
your heart.
It's shot.
The God did give you your body once. It should your entire life. Take care of it.
The most important thing.
Take care of it.
Sometimes it's the last thing. It's amazing. The priorities are very strange because what people don't realize is that everything else that they do in their life will be enhanced just from taking care of yourself.
Shape. I know.
I'm so mean with my customers sometimes because my potential because I really want them to understand. I want them to understand. Once I had a customer. She came. She told me, I want to buy, but I would like to buy. After my vacation, I would like to go for an expensive
trip
vacation.
First.
So I have to make economy on 3 months. Why do you want to go for a vacation? It was a difficult time. I would like to enjoy myself. So, do you enjoy yourself now? No, I am stressed. I don't look good. So I would like, and then I will start. And you will wear the swimming suit for 2 weeks on the vacation, and you will look in the mirror yourself. You would not go from the room because you will not like yourself. Like, you say that I have to pay you money. 3 months.
Good point.
And she was going and then she came and said, oh, so good that you did.
But you know what? Your classes are basically like having a personal trainer.
Yeah.
And I don't know if anyone's hired a personal trainer before, but it's a lot more than your classes.
And it's an exorbitant amount more.
Yes.
So our average class is, if you go 3 times a week, it's $16, $17 a class. It's nothing.
Wow.
Come on, who in Boca Raton or Aventura or even
It's important to know.
You don't want it.
I want to say something about Anastasia's passion. Okay. This is a beautiful lady beside me who has 36 gyms across the world here.
Wow.
And the amount of people of lives that she's changed is why she's so passionate. So when you hear her, the way that you speak, and you want these people to come in, because
you got to get people to come in and do it, because that's the only way.
That's why I work very hard, and I work in 2 countries with a time difference. I don't sleep enough, etc. But I'm still serving at the board of directors, completely non-profit and free service, and the board of URSA, because we are promoting healthy lifestyle, and I think it's so important. It breaks my heart when I see obese kids. You can, in this country, I cannot punch my kid and go to jail, but I can give him a junky food. He got
I totally agree with you.
His hormone system will be destroyed for his entire life, and I'm not punished for this.
Right.
So it have to come to mind of people. I really would like to be able to talk to people as much as possible, to go to schools, to talk to moms.
Educate parents.
And they have to show example to their kids. Because I have 2 kids, like a little one that is 4 years old and 19. And I know from 19.
Okay.
She's got it going on.
They're listening to you till they're 12? Then they're not listening. They're copying you.
And we have the
if
power.
If you don't exercise yourself, they will not exercise in their life, and you want them to exercise. Look at those. I'm sorry, but obese moms who are driving their kids to sport. Why are you doing this? Don't even spend your time, because when they will be 12 years old, they will just forget about it.
I totally agree with you. I have 2 sons. They're both in their 20s. And from the time they were little, I was taking them and pushing them while I ran,
Me too.
Now they're both runners, and I don't run so much anymore because I don't want to hurt my joints. But they do, and they got to do it every day. And
it's a part of their
because when they were growing up, they learned
they
that.
see it. They live and learn. It's living and learning.
And they both go to the gym.
I was talking to one of colleagues, and he said, like, listen, I did an experiment. I did bring my little dog to 2 vets. And one was very obese, one sitting and looked at the dog. I have a question. How often do I have to get this dog for a walk? Oh, this is a tiny dog. You just you treat him like a cat. You just put him on a backyard. That's enough.
For the heavy dog?
Yeah, it's a small dog. So,
small heavy dog.
The vet was very fat and sitting. Then I brought this pet to the very fit doctor who does his marathon and everything.
I see where you're going with this.
And I said, how often do you go? All the time. You go for a run, you take your dog. You take your bike, you take your dog. You go to swim, you take your dog. Even a vet is transferring his lifestyle to a dog.
It's true, though. It's amazing.
Yes.
It's an amazing example. That's very true.
Right. Wow.
And it is. It's unfortunately and fortunately, when you have the kid is so impressionable from birth till 12 till 7, they see what you're doing, they will
and they'll do it even if they say they won't. Like my boys, they're both gym rats, and where did that come from?
My kids are.
I bet yours are. I have another story. I think I did tell this to you already. I'm Russian, so we're very straightforward.
Okay, we got a couple minutes, so go ahead.
American. My son just moved here when he was 12, and he has a referral school for not bullying, but segregation or something like this. I said, like, what did he do? He said to a girl that she is obese, and her mom did come to write a complaint. Like, give me this mom. I will talk to her. That it's better to hire a trainer or spend this time to go to a gym with your daughter. If she's crying because she's obese, and she is obese, and the boy can't say, and it's her
I see what you're saying.
Then change something. Okay. It's possible. Right?
All right,
Everything is possible.
Here. All right, I see what you're saying. Yes, it's up to the parents to instill
and up to the adult, up to the kid. It can be changed. Your life is in your hands. You can change it. Just try it. Try it.
Okay, so try the gym. Try Fit Space, and phone number, real quick, or our website.
FitSpaceStudio.com.
FitSpaceStudio.com. All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye.